And we are podcasting. We are the boys at the yard. Welcome to the Shipyard, presented by thebeardclub.com. Go on and get your beard looking right at thebeardclub.com. It is No Shave November. Get over there to thebeardclub.com/best-deal-ever and stock up on those beard care products, guys. Get your face looking fly, as it were. Smiffy. Boy, this has been an eventful week, has it not? Smiff? Smiffy? Smith? Wait a second. Smith? Smiffy? Hey, Smith? Smithy? Where are you, buddy? Talk to me. Where'd you go? Okay, Smith's not here. Noodles, okay. Looks like you're getting the call up, girl. Noodles, speak. Speak. Oh, good girl. Oh, good girl. Oh, good girl. Noodles, speak. Who's your girl? Okay, well, Noodles is my dog, and she'll be filling in for Smiffy, who apparently had better things to do this week than hang out with his old pal Van Awesome and podcast about the San Diego Fleet, which is what we do here at the Shipyard. We podcast about the San Diego Fleet. No, Smiffy had to work tonight, a work emergency, but that's okay because this was just planned to be a mini episode where we're going to cover some of the hot topics of the week. First up, of course, is the QB camp going on right now in San Antonio. This is kind of interesting. This is shaping up to be interesting. Why? Not because we know who's there, but because we don't know who's there. I posted on Facebook, on the Facebook page, as I do, a snarky remark directed towards the San Antonio Commanders, because they had posted a photo of absolutely nothing, actually just a wall and some grass, stating that the QB camp was underway. I, of course, admonished them for not posting any photos of the QBs and instead posting a photo of a wall, to which they replied, plot twist, there will be no close-ups or photos of QBs who will be attending the camp. And then a bunch of little shocked faces. So, dang, what does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know. Smiffy, Noodles, what does it mean? I have some theories. One of which is that I think it could mean that there are names there that we do not know. Maybe the AAF has promised, an element of anonymity so that the names in attendance can stay secret just in case they don't end up playing. Who knows? I don't know. I guess this is just par for the course for the AAF and old Charlie Ebersol. To date, they just have their secrets and they drip them out. But hopefully good stuff comes from this. Hopefully we get some awesome talent into the pool. We shall see, and we will be watching. Speaking of Charlie Ebersol, I did get around to finally watch the 30 for 30, the ESPN 30 for 30. This was the XFL documentary that Charlie directed. And it was a really good watch. It brought back a lot of awesome, just kind of hilarious memories for me. To put this in perspective, I was very much looking forward to the XFL when it was coming out. I had been a Rams fan growing up because I grew up in Anaheim, and they played at Anaheim Stadium and for a while, and they of course moved out of California to St. Louis, and I was disgusted and fed up with the NFL at that point. That's when I became a Chargers fan. And of course, 17 years later, it happened all over again. But that's beside the point. I was excited about the XFL at the time, and it was really, really interesting. This documentary was really well done, and it gave you a great look behind the scenes as to why it failed. And you see the wheels turning. I mean, you can see shot for shot the idea for the AAF unfolding in this documentary. And you can see the spark ignite in Vince McMahon as well to get the XFL starting in this documentary. So I have kind of some interesting theories around the XFL and the AAF and how they will coexist. Well, it's not that interesting. It's actually kind of obvious. I suspect that after a couple of years, we're going to see these two leagues merge. The XFL is positioning itself almost exactly the same way that the AAF is positioning itself right now. Their social media is very active. They're being very, I would almost say, classy in the information that they're releasing. So it is not going to be the XFL of old. I think it's going to be very similar brand of football to what we're getting in the AAF. And I just think a merger is imminent. Maybe it was the plan all along. We shall see. I don't know that we'll ever know for sure, but that's just my gut. My gut is substantial and therefore usually right about stuff, usually about what tastes good and pizza. Anyways, moving on, it's time for Uniform Watch 2018, baby. Uniform Watch 2018, baby. See, this is what happens when Smiffy's not around. Things get weird. I digress. Everybody wants to see some uniforms. I have been throwing my hat in the ring at creating some mock-ups. Go check them out on the Facebook group. I think they're pretty cool. Some people are like, they need more yellow. I'm like, you're crazy. Too much yellow is not a good thing. Look at the Rams Color Rush uniforms. It was like watching a bunch of highlighters run around on the field, and it made my eyeballs beg me to not watch that game of football. But our guy, our hero, Charlie Ebersol, has revealed that we will see uniforms in the next 30 days. Within the next 30 days, uniforms will be gracing our looking balls over the internet, and we will see what our teams are going to look like. Man, I hope they nail this. They really, really need to nail this. I'm optimistic, but we shall see. With the new designers on board and the quality of the media that I've seen being put out into the mainstream, it's encouraging. There was a spot that ran on TV during college football. It was just a very small little interstitial 10-second thing. It looked had kind of a Tron vibe about it. The robot that appeared, he was a robot. He skipped a legs day, is my impression of the robot. But I guess if you're a robot, you can skip legs day because you're a robot. You can do squats all day long. It's not going to make your legs any bigger. That's not how robots work, guys. Now that we have covered the anatomy of robotics, I suppose I should get to the main course of today's podcast. And of course, that is that Smiffy and I have got a big day ahead tomorrow. I can't exactly say what it is that I'm expecting, but we are going to the fleet headquarters tomorrow. Yeah, Smiff and Joe got themselves a big day out. But look, I just know that the main goal of this podcast is to grow the fandom of the San Diego Fleet. And that's kind of a selfish thing that Smiffy and I started because we just want to have an awesome game day experience, which is what we're lacking from our lives right now. And frankly, so is San Diego. And we just want that back for our town. And apparently that message resonated with the fleet. And so we're meeting with them tomorrow. I have no idea what to expect or what's going to happen, but we will definitely keep you updated. So tune back in on Friday. I'm excited. I know Noodles is excited. I think Smiffy's excited. Not excited enough to make the drive over here tonight. Hey-o! Thanks for listening to this special mini edition of the Shipyard. Please come join us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Lots going on over on Facebook these days. Highly recommend you join the group and tell us what you'd like to hear. But until then, I am the boy at the yard. My milkshake is better than yours, Smiffy. It doesn't work when Smiff's not here. Noodles.
Oh, good girl. Oh, good girl.
Smiffy, come back. You can never love me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you.
See this would never be happening if Smiffy were here.